Welcome back to Garden Bound. Brazil nuts can turn your garden into a gold mine of nutrition and flavor. These incredible nuts, hailing from the Amazon rainforest, aren't just tasty, they're packed with nutrients that you won't easily find elsewhere. Imagine having a constant supply of selenium-rich Brazil nuts right at your fingertips, boosting your immune system and thyroid health naturally. Today, we're diving headfirst into the challenging yet rewarding world of Brazil nut cultivation. We'll uncover everything you need to know, from understanding their unique and demanding requirements to mastering the planting, care, and harvesting process. Brazil nuts aren't just any ordinary nut. They come from the majestic Amazon rainforest, thriving in its unique, humid conditions. These nuts grow on towering trees that can reach up to 160 feet tall, requiring specific tropical environments to flourish. Brazil nuts are celebrated for their exceptional nutritional profile, particularly their sky-high selenium content, which is crucial for immune system support and thyroid health. But that's not all. These nuts are also rich in healthy fats, protein, and essential vitamins and minerals. Beyond their health benefits, Brazil nuts are incredibly versatile in the kitchen. They're a delicious addition to baked goods, granola, and salads, and can be processed into oil for cooking or skincare. The shells even have uses in eco-friendly products. Understanding these aspects is crucial for anyone looking to grow Brazil nuts successfully, transforming your garden into a powerhouse of nutrition and sustainability. Growing Brazil nuts is not for the faint-hearted. It demands a specific climate and meticulous preparation. These nuts thrive in tropical climates with high humidity and consistent rainfall. The soil needs to be well-drained, nutrient-rich, and slightly acidic to mimic the conditions of their native Amazon rainforest. Obtaining high-quality seeds is critical. Don't settle for subpar options. Source your seeds from reputable suppliers who guarantee freshness and viability. Once you have your seeds, preparation is key. Soak the seeds in water for 24 hours to soften their hard shells and improve germination rates. This simple step can dramatically increase your success. Ensure the seeds are viable by performing a float test. Viable seeds will sink, while non-viable ones will float. Proper preparation and understanding of these requirements set the stage for growing robust Brazil nut trees, ready to transform your garden into a tropical oasis. Planting Brazil nuts requires careful planning and precise execution to ensure healthy growth. Start by choosing the right location. Brazil nut trees need ample sunlight, so select a spot in your garden that receives full sun for at least 6 to 8 hours a day. These trees grow to be very large, reaching up to 160 feet in height, so ensure there's enough space for the tree to expand both above and below ground. Begin soil preparation by digging a hole twice as wide and just as deep as the seed you're planting. Brazil nuts thrive in well-drained, nutrient-rich soil. Amend the soil with compost to enhance fertility and improve drainage. This step is crucial as it prevents waterlogging, which can rot the seeds. Mix the compost thoroughly into the soil to ensure even distribution of nutrients. Obtaining high-quality Brazil nut seeds is essential for successful germination and growth. Purchase seeds from reputable suppliers, such as specialized nurseries or online stores that focus on tropical plants. Before planting, it's beneficial to soak the seeds in water for 24 hours to soften their hard outer shell and improve germination rates. Plant Brazil nut seeds at the beginning of the rainy season in tropical regions, as the consistent moisture is beneficial for seed germination and early growth. If you are planting in a non-tropical area, aim for late spring to early summer, when temperatures are warm and consistent. When it's time to plant the seeds, place them about 1 inch deep into the prepared soil. Space each seed at least 30 feet apart to allow ample room for the tree's expansive root system and canopy. After placing the seed in the hole, cover it with soil and gently firm it down. Water the area thoroughly to settle the soil and provide initial moisture to the seed. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged during the germination period, which can take several weeks to a few months. Regularly monitor the soil moisture and ensure the location remains well drained. Caring for Brazil nut trees involves meticulous attention to their specific needs to ensure healthy growth and maximize nut production. These trees are native to the Amazon rainforest and require a tropical climate, making them challenging to grow at home unless you live in a similar environment. If you're determined to grow them in a non-tropical area, a greenhouse with controlled humidity and temperature is essential. Watering requirements for Brazil nut trees are significant, especially during their early growth stages. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. Young trees need regular watering to establish a deep root system. During dry periods, water the tree deeply once a week, ensuring the water penetrates the soil to a depth of at least 6 inches. Mulching around the base of the tree helps retain moisture and regulate soil temperature. Fertilizing and soil maintenance are crucial for the health of Brazil nut trees. These trees thrive in nutrient-rich soil, so regular fertilization is necessary. Use a balanced, slow-release fertilizer with equal parts nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Apply the fertilizer in early spring and midsummer, following the manufacturer's instructions for the appropriate amount. Additionally, periodically top-dress the soil with compost to maintain soil fertility and improve structure. Ensure the soil pH remains slightly acidic to neutral, ideally between 5.5 and 7. Pruning and maintenance play a significant role in promoting strong growth and maximizing nut production. During the early years, focus on shaping the tree by removing any weak, damaged, or crossing branches to establish a strong, open framework. Pruning also helps improve air circulation and light penetration, which are vital for preventing diseases. As the tree matures, continue to prune annually, removing dead or diseased wood and maintaining the desired shape and size. Pest and disease management is essential to protect Brazil nut trees from common threats. These trees can be susceptible to pests like aphids, scale insects, and caterpillars. Manage pests organically by introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs and lacewings, or by using insecticidal soap or neem oil. Regularly inspect the tree for signs of pest infestation and take action promptly. Common diseases include leaf spot and root rot. Prevent leaf spot by ensuring good air circulation and avoiding overhead watering. Prevent root rot by ensuring proper drainage and not overwatering. Growing Brazil nut trees at home is ambitious and challenging due to their specific climate requirements and the need for a long maturation period before they produce nuts. These trees can take 10 to 20 years to mature and start producing nuts, making them a long-term investment. If you have the right conditions and are patient, growing Brazil nut trees can be a rewarding experience, offering unique benefits and a sense of accomplishment. Harvesting and processing. Brazil nuts require careful attention to ensure the nuts are collected at peak maturity and processed correctly to maintain their freshness and quality. Here's a detailed guide to help you through this process. Identifying maturity is the first step in harvesting Brazil nuts. Brazil nut trees typically take 10 to 20 years to mature and produce nuts. The nuts are encased in large, woody capsules that fall to the ground when they are ripe. These capsules, about the size of a coconut, contain 12 to 24 nuts each. You'll know the nuts are ready for harvest when these capsules begin to fall naturally from the tree. The best time for harvesting is during the dry season, which in the Amazon typically runs from June to September. Harvesting techniques for Brazil nuts must be safe and effective due to the size and weight of the capsules. Here's how to do it. Safety first. Wear a hard hat or helmet to protect yourself from falling capsules. These capsules can be heavy and dangerous. Collecting capsules. Use a long pole with a hook to gently dislodge any capsules still clinging to the tree. It's crucial to wait until the majority have fallen naturally to ensure they are fully mature. Opening the capsules. Once collected, use a machete or a sturdy knife to carefully split open the capsules. Be cautious to avoid injuring yourself during this process. Each capsule contains multiple Brazil nuts encased in individual shells. Processing and storage of Brazil nuts are essential to maintain their freshness and quality. Follow these steps for optimal results. Cleaning. After extracting the nuts from the capsules, rinse them in clean water to remove any dirt or debris. Drying. Spread the nuts out in a single layer on a drying rack or clean surface in a well-ventilated area. Drying can take several days to a week, depending on the humidity and temperature. Ensure the nuts are turned regularly to promote even drying. Proper drying is crucial to prevent mold growth and spoilage. Shelling. Once dried, crack open the hard outer shells to extract the edible nuts inside. Use a nutcracker or a hammer, being careful not to damage the nut meats. Storage. Store the shelled nuts in an airtight container in a cool, dry place. For longer storage, you can refrigerate or freeze the nuts. Brazil nuts can absorb odors from other foods, so it's best to keep them in a sealed container to preserve their natural flavor. By following the detailed guidelines provided, you can transform your garden into a lush haven for Brazil nut trees, contributing to both the environment and your diet with these valuable nuts. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Garden Bound for more expert gardening tips and insights. Have questions or experiences to share? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Happy gardening!